baby. Fellas, they have been too long.
Oh, my goodness.
It's been a long time.
It's been too long, man.
Been long enough to get out of shape.
Off season,
Long
man.
time
It's not
coming.
like an off season, but we are back. What is everybody? Welcome to the pregame show.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's like a string over here.
Listen,
Or a tricky, if you will. Perhaps a
I mean, it's like
string
asking
over-
Brendan to design a shirt.
That's true. I mean, what do we got? Everybody in their right role. We're presented by Miller Lite. We're also in the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Nuggets are back in action in what feels like an eternity, and not just the Nuggets. All the Nuggets. This is as full strength of a game as the Nuggets can have. I can't wait to break it all down. We got a great show for you. D-Line Co. is in the house.
That's right, guys. I just got back from a showing of Wicked. And so if my heart is swelling with music and festivity, please don't blame me.
Oh, man. You might stand up and dance during the show. Incredible.
I really, really liked it, guys.
Another man with a song
I
in
was
his
wondering
heart.
why you were in a great mood.
I really, really liked it.
We also got Superstar Dev.
It feels so good to be back. I'm excited about this one. It really does. It feels like it's been a very, very long time. So, welcome back, fellas.
Yo, this season is weird. There's like been a bunch of like extendo breaks that just.
I know. But then what's weird is if you think about it, the Nuggets have only played 17 games. That means they have a lot of games left. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they've had the stretched out part of their season now. Now they get the condensed part.
They literally have played like the least amount. It has to be.
It's very
Looking
weird.
at everyone else's record, and I'm like, how does that make sense?
I know, man. But it speeds up for them this week, including 5 games. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to share some numbers on the full strength of the squad. But before we get into the details, you guys, it's still Black Friday.
It is still back.
Well,
we're. I
Are
think
we Cyber Monday
Okay,
now?
all right, hold on.
Explain this to
Let me
me.
break this down. Okay.
'Kay.
Black Friday, one day,
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed.
Over the weekend, Cyber Weekend.
Oh, it's Cyber Weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Cyber Monday.
Oh, wow. Either way, $36 for the next 36 hours. That's all it takes to become a diehard.
Oh, man.
Join right now. That's crazy.
If you're-
36 bucks.
If you're not a diehard, now is this literally has never been a better time.
And there's some great merch on incredible deals right now. And if you don't know, cut back to us now, Kale. If you don't know, this is easily the most important weekend for our little company, our small business.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people don't know this. We run off of money. Like when we have money, we pay people. We continue to exist. Anytime that we can get money, it's good for us.
Yeah.
This weekend, not excluded.
And it's not like we're trying to steal money from you.
No.
We're actually, the funniest part of this
Value.
is all of our merch is so cheap right now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably discounted. Help us out. If you enjoy the show, sincerely, hop on, buy some shirts, some hats, some gloves, some mugs, some stickers, anything you want. Get your Christmas shopping done now. Get it for all the homies. Very easy for you to hop on, support the show. It's very important for us. So that was my pitch.
Yo,
Stop right
shout
there.
out Matt. He's joining right now.
Yeah.
Listen, Matt's
Hell yeah,
joining
man.
right now. Keenan is joining right now.
$36.
Other people are probably joining right now. And also, if you want to be handsome and
Yes.
have the same type of shirt, this is Mr. Nugget.
Well, hold on. I noticed you're wearing a Mr. Nugget shirt.
I've noticed that you're wearing a
I have
Eric Gordon.
myself on a little Eric Gordon shirt.
What does that mean?
It means Aaron Gordon is
What?
back.
Oh my
What?
God. So we have these shirts. They're on sale right now. You get one. Our guy is back. Nuggets are back. All the Nuggets are good. They have that shirt as well.
Yeah, dude. But
This
good.
is a nice time. This is a nice time.
Take advantage of the diehard one though. That is an absurd deal, and it gets you a free shirt.
Yeah.
And CJ Jones asks, why would you do it if you live abroad? Because you get access to the site also. Like you get all of the
Yeah, you get all of our-
content. Like there's a lot of good.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Some good stuff on there. Also, just because it supports the show, it keeps us alive. I mean, what would it be without DNVR Nuggets?
You also get to get in the
bummer.
Discord. You're already
Yeah,
in the Toyota Lounge chat. You might as well be with the same.
I know.
The same people all day. They're going hard all day. Good conversation.
Yeah.
That's the best part right there.
But to get back now to our top story today, Aaron Gordon is back. The Denver Nuggets starting 5 is back.
Oh, boy.
How long had it been? Well, did you know? They have not played together since November 1st. We went an entire month without seeing the starting 5. I'm going to couch that for a second because it's awesome that he is back tonight. Limited minutes. We'll get into some more of those details. But this is a big deal, man. I might even say The Nuggets are starting a new chapter.
It's like the season.
What chapter are we on now?
I think we're on chapter 5.
We're on chapter 5 in the first 17 games that have contained
a lot of short chapters.
long breaks.
A lot of short chapters.
Which it really is. There really has been so many different storylines. This is our favorite one. This is the one that you need. It's the full team, healthy, and ready to go. This is the team that you contend with. If you want to get right, it's with everybody at full strength. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for this chapter, and hopefully, like this is the conclusion.
Yeah.
Everybody stays this way.
I hope so, man. They face a very good Clippers team who is tied with Denver in the standings currently, even though they played, to your point, a lot more games. 4 more games to be exact. They're 12-9, 7-4 at home. They are coming off of a 1-point loss to Minnesota. That was a weird ending. I don't know if you saw it. There was like a 4-second differential. They were down 1. They elected not to foul. But then the rebound took 4 seconds to come down.
The ball.
No, that was a different one. That was a different game. This one, like Jaden McDaniels gets a rebound and taps it back up, and the clock ended up winding out. It was very, very strange. But nonetheless, they've been very good this year. Not on offense, 24th on offense, 4th on defense. They're a very good defensive team. 10th in net rating. The Nuggets, 11th in net rating.
Okay.
So they're facing a team that has more or less been their equal so far to this point. And Dev, let me throw a few more numbers at you. 7th in opponent effective field goal percentage. So they're good at forcing you into tough shots. 10th in opponent turnover percentage. They get some steals. Not great at it, but they get some. 2nd in opponent offensive rebound percentage. They do not allow you second chance points. And 8th in opponent points in the paint. Why do I bring those numbers up? Well, the Nuggets are very good at getting out in transition and scoring in the paint. The exact thing the Clippers are good at taking away.
Yeah, but also, I remember the last time that the Nuggets played this team. It took a Norman Powell explosion type game, but in the paint, Jokic was incredible. He had 40 points last time that they played. Denver poses just a different threat to this Clippers team, but they do have to lock in and also challenge them in those exact same ways. Score in the half court, get out in fast break, and try to get some transition baskets and things like that. But this Clippers team is better than what people expected. This Nuggets team, they're finally healthy, so it looks different.
Yeah, I mean, when we last saw the Clippers, the Nuggets were in the middle of their inexcusable malaise season. Chapter 2, which chapter was that? Chapter 3? Hard to say. But they were bailed out by Norman Powell, who had the greatest shooting night of anyone in the NBA ever. If you'll recall, he hit 100 threes. It was ridiculous. The Nuggets had no business losing to the Clippers, even though they were in their swoon. I think that was around the start of when everyone started.
It was game 2. The Nuggets, when they played
that makes sense.
That was game number 2.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, when it started to go down, everyone was like, oh, the Nuggets suck now. We can't.
Right.
I can't wait for this. The Nuggets should, by all rights, smack them tonight.
Really? Smack them?
Yes.
They're a good team, man. They guard well.
Not. They're a good early season team. They're a team that's going to fall. I'll list for you the teams that are good now but won't be good later. The Los Angeles Lakers, the LA Clippers, any team in California, really.
Okay, the Warriors even.
Yes.
Wow, Sacramento's already bad. Will they be good, or are they just actually bad?
They're fine. They're
kind of bad, to be honest with you.
That's a team I feel like will be better than they are earlier in the season, because you got to look at it's just a young legs league, man.
It is a young legs league, man. It really is. I think this game's going to be a little bit tougher. I do buy their defense. I think they're just a really good defensive team, and defensive teams always give themselves a chance. They do need to beat a team like Denver. They need Norman Powell and James Harden to go off, but you know what? That happens from time to time. So I think this will be a tough one. If you want to look at something they're terrible at, they are 29th in turnover percentage themselves. They will turn the ball over. So Denver has an opportunity tonight to defend and generate some turnovers, which is what they're good at.
Yeah, and you could gain momentum. If you want to talk about seeing this team at full strength or in a different light, first off, bringing back AG is going to bring new energy to the team that they haven't had in a while. But if you have a good defensive effort, you could just put it into having their defensive anchor back, them having an identity on that end of the floor. So I feel like this is a win-win spot for them if they play well. And if not, it's just some jitters, but they're getting back to right.
Yeah, I'm very, very interested to see what it looks like to have AG back, because more than likely he's going to be their backup 5.
I'm wondering about
curious
tonight.
though.
Yeah,
Well, this is what I'm mostly curious about. I'm curious to see like how it looks with a Russell Westbrook run second unit with guys that all want to run, including the backup five. Which to me seems like it should be a recipe for destruction for the rest of the league. We'll see. I mean, I've been waiting on this. Like,
well, you go there. That we're going now to the full squad segment. Here's segment 2. The starting 5 tonight does not change. Peyton Watson remains in the starting lineup.
Yeah, they always say
Aaron
that, yeah.
Gordon will come off of the bench. He has missed 11 games. You know, it's been a minute since he's played. This was actually a pretty long absence. I think the longest of his Denver Nuggets tenure. So now you go with Peyton Watson off the bench. I would bet that Aaron Gordon plays very limited minutes tonight.
For sure.
Like they kind of ramp him up. But, you know, with that, it does make me wonder who plays off of the bench tonight. Your locks are Westbrook, Aaron Gordon, probably Julian Strawther, I would say. Who else is a lock off of the bench? Peyton, Russ, AG, Strawther, that's 4. Do they run another?
Maybe a backup center option. I just feel like it wouldn't. I would ease Aaron Gordon into it. I wouldn't just throw him out there on a center.
His fitness is not going to be
Yeah,
up.
that would just be kind of tough, especially if you're talking about like lower body issues. Like I wouldn't want to strain him or like just push him a little bit too much. So maybe they go with like a backup center option.
DeAndre?
It will probably be DeAndre.
They're not going to roll Saric back out there, will they?
They should, if you want them to be part of this rotation, and this is like the look of what.
Who's the
you want
backup
it to
five
be.
for the Clippers?
What's his name? Like, it's a skinny guy.
A skinny guy?
Yeah, it's a skinny guy.
Kai Jones?
No.
He doesn't play
Hold on.
anymore.
Here, let me get their depth chart pulled up here.
But regardless, I wouldn't.
Mo Bamba.
Mo
plays.
Bamba. See, that's like
Yeah, he actually has played the last handful of games.
I don't know if
also
that's a
have-
DeAndre night though. Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba's not good. Like, come on. Like,
That's what I mean. Like, I don't know that.
Well,
that's
here's the thing about the Clippers, or about the Nuggets starting 5. They have a 131.7 offensive rating, and the 5 games they got to play against each other or with each other when they were on the court. A 116.8 defensive rating, which is kind of shockingly bad, but that's still a plus 14.9 net rating. That is incredible, and yet they are 2-3 in those 5 games because all 5 of those games they played featured that Saric bench. Remember, Malone basically gave him a 5-game leash, and that bench was atrocious in those. So when you say, of course they play him, part of me goes, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think that as much as I like Saric, I think his best use is going to be as a Jokic replacement when Jokic's out. But if Jokic's there and you have to run a bench that features Russell Westbrook, I just don't think he fits with Russ.
Yeah, I mean, he's shown that he hasn't fit with Russ, but also now it's a different backup look with an Aaron Gordon.
See,
So, like,
yeah.
maybe they give that a look to see if that changes anything. That is a slower paced type of squad, but also Aaron Gordon is he's flexible in that sense of he can run, he can also play in the half court set. I would like to see if that alters something. I would at least try it just to see, like, hey, maybe it's not Russ and Saric every single time, but maybe this is a new stagger that we're going to look at.
By the way, your boy Kai Jones also, remember the big... But again, both of those guys, Bamba and Kai Jones, Aaron Gordon is stronger than those guys. So this idea of, like, you don't want to wear him down, it's like he's going to wear them down.
Totally. Yeah, I don't think that there'll be any other. I think that it'll be a matter of like MPJ staggering, Aaron Gordon sliding to the 5, MPJ at the 4. We might get a little bit, but I would not at all be surprised to limit it to those players. Like, we might see a little bit of Hunter Tyson coming in, and like it just gets so murky when you get down to that area. It's like, okay, Hunter Tyson, Zeke Naji, DeAndre Jordan, like.
Does it get you excited at all, though, that they are plus 14.9? That's better than last year's mark. It's only 5 games, and they were not good games. Remember, we were white-knuckling it through all of those games, but it wasn't because the starters were phenomenal, and since then, I think they've learned some other things about their roster. So there's part of me that's like really excited for tonight because that starting 5 is good.
The starting 5 is really good, and this should be with Aaron. I mean, AG should be the last piece that really unlocks the puzzle. We've not seen this. We've not seen all 9 real guys suit up and get out there.
Do they still have 9 real guys? Let me think here.
I don't know.
I think we're down to 8 real guys.
Was one of the guys
Saric? I think was one
it
of the
Saric
real guys.
or was it?
Yeah, one of the real guys.
Was it? Are we sure it wasn't Vlatko?
Well, either way.
I know. So anyway, I just think that they're going to mix and match with those 9.
I'm very excited for it. Michael Malone in the pregame said he's missed 11 games with a calf strain. We've been getting hurt in the paint, hurt on the glass. Getting a guy like Aaron back should help shore up those deficiencies. It is a really interesting point. The defense has not been great, even though I don't know that's necessarily Peyton Watson's fault. I think he's been phenomenal defensively. Mm-hmm. But Denver has been a little small. And I think Aaron Gordon, especially a couple games back, you saw them just getting absolutely beat inside. I think Aaron Gordon you're going to feel the physicality, the athleticism pop. I think that's going to be good for him. And it comes at an exact right time because if you look, the Nuggets have had this, as we mentioned, soft schedule in terms of not a lot of games. They've been spaced out. Jokic got a rest, 2 rests basically, sandwiched by a handful of games. But this week, listen to the schedule, Dev. At Clippers tonight. They come back home for the Warriors on Tuesday. At Cleveland, who just beat Boston tonight.
Dang.
Maybe the best team in the NBA right now. At Cleveland on Thursday. At Washington on Saturday. Should be a win. But followed up at Atlanta on Sunday. So they have 5 games between now and next Sunday. 3 of them are really tough. I look at that and I go, the Nuggets got healthy at the exact right time, knock on wood. But this is going to be a week where I think we start to get a sense of just how good this team is.
Yeah, and it's a strong stretch, for your team mentally as well. You go into it very strong with 3 tough games, and then you ease into it after. So it's hey, just push for these first 3 games and see where we are at that point. Yeah. You go in there with the mindset to try to go 4-1, but also why not go 5-0? You're like you said, you're healthy. You're playing the least amount of games. These other teams have had more games. Cavaliers are coming off of a game against the Celtics. I don't know what their next game is, but they're playing hard teams too. So this is a strong stretch to see where you are. But also, if you want to be a contender, and they've talked about how far away they are. This is a time to prove we can be that. If you play extremely hard and you go out and win every single one of those games. So this is an exciting stretch. And then also you're playing every other game. So you find a rhythm, you find that consistency, and you get healthy at the right time.
I see in the chat right there, Nolan says, then they have an 11-day break. Not really. It's that in-season tournament, which they did not
damn
make.
it.
So they'll get assigned 2 games in those 11 days. But nonetheless, that's a very thin schedule as well. There'll be 2 games in 11 days. But D-Line, when you hear that, at Clippers, Warriors, at Cleveland, I mean, that's 2 of the top teams in the NBA, one in the West, one in the East, and the Clippers are no slouch. This is a good challenge.
I love it. I love it right as the team is coming back together. We're going to see how they perform tonight, but I mean, truly, there should be no excuses left for why the team would come out and falter. They've gotten time off. They've gotten time together. There's really, I mean, for almost every other loss that's happened, you could write off to one factor or another, and we don't really have them anymore. It's now it's go time. I said this before the last game. I was the season starts tonight. It is go time. The Nuggets have to stop messing around. They've been wholly unserious coming up into this this stretch. Chapters 1 through 4 have been deeply unserious. So it's time to. And the thing that I can always come back to in the darkest hours is that they have looked incredible for stretches. Even though the stretches have not been very long and they've not been very regular. I mean, I told Adam, I've seen what I need to see with this team. I've seen what it looks like when everything is firing, and I know what they have in them. And now it just comes down to, who does this team want to be? They have the necessary ingredients to be a top-performing team in the NBA, obviously. Who do they want to be? Does Jamal Murray want to be a good player? Does he want to be great? How much does greatness echo into these players' heads on a day-to-day basis, and how much of it are they willing to take into the doldrums of the January, December games?
The nice thing is, over this 5-game stretch that spans between now and next Sunday, if they win them all, I project that they will be the 2 seed by the end of it. If they go 4-1, I think they'll be the 2 seed by the end of it. If they go 3-2, they'll probably still be somewhere in that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 range. But they have an opportunity here to kind of climb in the standings, which I just feel would be a really nice little thing for them,
I mean, that's beyond nice. You feel like you haven't even got close to playing your best basketball, and you're right there, not in the thick of things, but at the top of, the leaderboards at that point. Then you have momentum going into it. You have in a way, still a soft schedule. Like, you're going to still be rested and things like that. But also, you have the idea of, like, we are finally at full strength. We are finally finding them ourselves. We're getting through the early season jitters or whatever the case may be. But that's where you want to be right now. So if you go through this stretch and go to the number 2 spot, I mean, you go to chapter 6 quickly.
Well, they are the 2 seed. Like, they're the second best team in the Western Conference. We'll see with how they match.
Hartenstein playing unbelievable right now, although they lost tonight.
They lost tonight, but the Nuggets are
To your Rockets.
at minimum the second best team in the Western Conference. But they've been playing. They just haven't been giving it their all. But we know who they are. It's just like, okay, start. Enough of the nonsense. Let's go.
What do you want to see tonight? Is there one thing you want to see?
Yes, I just want to see the Denver Nuggets. Like, I don't want to see anything where you're like, oh, what are these guys doing? Like, where you're questioning. I certainly don't want to be questioning effort tonight. I obviously want to see Aaron Gordon, coming back into the fold and finding his way, even though tonight's not going to be a good representation of that because, he'll obviously be starting.
1 week ago, LA nightlife did get Denver.
Yeah,
and
the day after.
They did spend a Saturday night in LA.
That's only supposed to get you if you're playing in LA. They played in Denver and the LA nightlife got them. That is unprecedented and ridiculous. So I would just want to see the Denver Nuggets show up like we have all showed up for every game.
What do you want to see?
I really, truly want to see Eric scream, all the Nuggets are good.
I need it, dude.
that would be
I haven't
great.
felt it.
I would like that because we
Yeah.
haven't seen that in a long time. That is not a saying that we have said in a long time.
Nope.
If you get that, I feel like in the next couple of games, like that's a different mindset that you have about this team. And that goes to show like where you are as a fan. I think that right now a lot of people are on the fence because they just haven't shown it. They haven't put together a full, complete game. I don't think it has to come tonight. I would love for it to come tonight because I think that it's an amplifier with getting Aaron Gordon back. But yeah, I feel like if you have all the Nuggets are good, that means that you're in a very great spot.
I want to see the bench. I want to see the bench perform well.
Totally.
And, Aaron Gordon coming off the bench and maybe not. I just feel like the Nuggets have found some stuff lately.
They have.
And now that you bring
Effort.
Aaron Gordon back, even though he'll be in the starting lineup very soon once again, I just hope tonight is not one of those nights where the starters exit the game up 8 and they enter the game
course.
down 4 again. I just don't do that, and I feel like it's going to be wind at Denver's back tonight. All right.
Most assuredly. And also, just quickly, every night we need to see Jamal Murray play. Wow. Better.
Yeah,
Better.
Yeah. Our pregame picks are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and use the code DNVR365. Deposit $10 and place a bet for $5 to get $200 in bonus bets and a code to get the first 2 months of Altitude Plus, courtesy of Bet365. Must be 21 and older, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Dev, take it away.
I like this game a lot tonight. betting-wise.
Dev said he was feeling confident.
I'm
Holy
confident
smokes,
about
dude.
this one. I like it. It
Better
feels
win.
good.
Let's get some Christmas money, shall we?
It is Cyber Weekend.
Cyber.
No better
Take
time.
your money that you win today.
Yeah, become a diehard
and
tomorrow.
become a diehard.
Yeah, just to be clear, we put that up. The deal does not start until tomorrow, Cyber Monday.
So you have the money in your account by tomorrow morning. Let's
But
go.
the sale at our store.allcitynetwork.com is still going on.
Yeah.
All right. Nuggets come in this game as 3-point favorites, and this is one that I like. I think the Nuggets take care of business tonight. I'm going to go -3.
All right. Nuggets
Also,
favored, by the way.
Nuggets are favored. I'm going to go
On the
over
road.
223 in this game. I think Denver's going to get out and run. I think they're going to score with relative ease. I know that there's a thought about this Clippers defense. I'm not buying it. I think they're going to try to score
Keep the
a
receipt,
bunch
man.
of points. While I think that they're going to score, I'm going to stick with Nuggets over 113.5 for the team prop. They've been hitting their over. They've been scoring that basketball, and this is another game that I think that they will. On the Clippers side of things,
Boo.
James Harden, the sniper.
Ugh.
Give me the under.
Yes.
22 and a half
Let's go.
points for
Really?
him.
I agree.
All right.
He's going to have to get it an assist. It's not going to be shots. He also
I'll
is
take
like
an under.
Sometimes he just like wants to pass. I think that when there's a guy that's a little bit physical with him, as we know Christian Brown is going to be, he decides to pass. So like you could get his over on assist if you want to, but I'm going to go under on points.
Okay.
I like Zubac.
Yeah, you
Over.
Zubats.
Zubac.
Okay.
27.5 points plus rebounds.
You like that one, huh?
Just a matchup that he gets up for.
He does get up for this
He
one.
got that push shot. Jokic struggles against the push shot.
He really does.
And he just goes over the top with it. He also rebounds really well against Jokic in these type of games. So over 27.5 points plus rebounds for the Nuggets.
Thank
Give
God.
me over 2.5 3-pointers from Michael Porter Jr.
2.5? What are they doing?
And is back to like pretty much like regular money, minus 115 in this one. I mean, the spacing is going to be there. He's shooting the basketball. I mean, I just feel like this is one that we're going to hit very early and be excited about. Maybe a Mike type of game.
Oh, we need it, man.
Hey, we might as well pull all the shirts out. If it's a Mike game, you might as well buy a Mike t-shirt.
That's true.
I just feel like it's just right there. Give me the over 5.5 rebounds as well for Michael Porter Jr. I just feel like Jokic is going to have his hands full with Zubac, so I think that's going to lead to other rebounding opportunities.
Right.
Michael Porter Jr. is pretty good rebounding the basketball when he has that other guy there. Also, there's not Aaron Gordon in the starters to take away those rebounds, so it's a Michael Porter Jr. one. Let's go with over 17.5 points for Jamal.
Really?
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from 27 as of late. I mean, I just feel like he's scoring it a little bit
They
more.
have some defenders out there. Not worried.
Who is going to guard him? Like Norman Powell? Come on, man.
All right.
Over 17.5 for Jamal.
Chris Dunn
My
get some
favorite-
minutes on him, you know?
My
Not
favorite
like
type
me.
of analysis, one that I always do all the time, is when somebody asks you about a player and then you just repeat their name in like a crummy way.
Like a disrespectful
Yeah, you're like,
way.
oh,
Chris Dunn?
Like Chris
Dunn. That's it. That's the whole analysis. I love it.
You have nothing else.
You know what?
doesn't
You make a
matter.
good point.
I'm going to go over 13.5 points for Christian Brown. First off,
Man.
the double digits hits every time. He doesn't just like barely
Yeah,
scrape
Christian
it or
Brown.
anything.
See,
He
what's
gets
the other one,
over. It's going to get over 13.5 for Christian Brown. Our defensive bet, I'm going to go with Jamal.
What?
Over 1.5 stocks. I think he's going to get 2
Whoa.
steals.
Really?
Yeah, they
Dang.
turn the ball over.
You just feeling it, huh?
I'm feeling it. They turn the ball over.
Jamal's going to jam him,
That
dude.
would surprise me. I didn't know you were going there. I'm in.
I typically don't go there.
Yeah.
I think I like it in this matchup.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be steals, too. I think it's pretty easy. Jokic over 11.5 rebounds. They're too low. And I also like over 20.5 rebounds plus assists. I actually love that one. I would make it a lock, but the easiest lock I've seen in a very long time, Jokic over 8.5 assists.
Really?
Why is it this low?
Why is it this low?
Why
Maybe
is it
they know
this
something
low?
we don't.
He wants to see his guys get back going. Like, that's what Jokic does. There goes our pregame picks right there, all of them right there. I mean, it's going to be a Jokic night. I think it's going to be a triple-double. If you're going to say triple-double, that means already you're at the rebounds plus
Yeah.
assists. His assist at over 8.5, that's, like, easy. I really do think that's easy money. This is for the fellas. I think this is a game for the fellas.
Oh, one for the
Man.
fellas?
I would love a game for the
Let's get
fellas.
them moving.
You have any crazy bet here?
Yeah, I've got one parlay that I'm playing tonight that is, I cannot believe the odds I'm getting for this. Russell Westbrook, over 4.5 assists.
Yeah.
Like, this is a Westbrook revenge game, by the way. Like, I can't believe you didn't tap into that. Like, it turns out every other game is a revenge game for Russell Westbrook because he's played on every team in the league.
Also, a lot of haters out
This
there.
was a team that garnered him great disrespect. And I cannot believe they treated my king, Russell Westbrook, with just such a,
Yeah.
I don't know, it makes me sick.
It does, man.
Makes me sick. So anyway, over 4.5 assists for Westbrook. Jamal Murray, I'm going 20-plus points for Jamal Murray tonight. I'm feeling
You
it.
pushed
I'm
it
feeling
up.
too.
You pushed it up.
Well, that was the point. And then I like the Zubac over 27.5 points and rebounds combined. All that plus the 30% boost plus 750.
Plus
Man.
750.
Plus 750.
I like that.
Sprinkle a little on that one, man.
Plus you get the 30% profit boost. Yeah, I just put like a little bit on, and should that happen, which does not seem at all unreasonable to me. Christmas time.
Christmas time. The fellas are getting Christmas gifts. Hell yeah. Any super chat scale? Nope. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you
Bunch
animals?
of Grinches out there, dude.
All right, we're going to head down to the bar and watch this one. Everybody, throw us a like if you don't mind. We'll see you on the other side.
Let's go.